Well, new tonight, a double miracle as two sisters give birth to their babies at the same hospital on the same day with the same doctor, just more than an hour apart. We are not making this up, folks. Fox 59's Jenny Anchondo met with the family today and shares the story of how one birth might have prompted the other.
And he's like, I think I'm gonna need a, and then didn't even finish his sentence and totally passed out.
That's how the day started at Community North Hospital for Rosie Whittledar and her husband Mark. He was fine, just a little nervous seeing his wife being prepped to deliver their first baby. Rosie is one of 10 children, so a text message went out to rally the family, including her also pregnant sister, Emily Allen.
I had asked, I was like, hey, do you care if I go to the hospital? And he's like, no, it's fine, just don't go into labor. And I was like, oh, I won't.
After all, Emily wasn't even due for another week.
My mom, on the way, when we were walking in to see Rose, she's like, well, the Lord has just answered a prayer because I was so worried you guys were going to give birth on the same day. And I was like, yeah, no, Mom, that was, the chances of that is just ridiculous.
The fearful foreshadowing becoming more realistic as Rosie gets her epidural and glances at Emily.
I look at her and her face starts grimacing, and she's tough as nails.
She knows she wouldn't show anything unless it was serious.
Rose, I guess, could tell that I was having some contractions, and so she called me out on it. I was like, Bo, you're totally having contractions, aren't you? And she totally tried to be like, oh no, and downplay. I'm like, yes, you did. I just saw you.
That's when the doctor intervened.
She checked me and told me I was 5 centimeters dilated and that I was not going home.
Emily's husband, Jeremy, then got called into the hospital. The nurse knew what was going on.
You see somebody experiencing one thing, you kind of tend to do the same thing. So I think maybe seeing her sister going through labor may have kind of kicked it into gear for her as well.
She was trying to be nice and wasn't trying to steal the show, so I knew that was why. But I didn't care at all. I was loving it.
Rosie gave birth to 7-pound, 9-ounce baby Drew at 3:16 a.m. Thursday. By then, the whole family was exhausted, especially Grandma.
She came and lay down on this couch and was zonked out maybe 30 minutes after he was born. And then my other sister Kate came in the room and was like, Mom, if you want your other grandson, if you want to see him born, you need to get up right now.
And just in time, 1 hour and 8 minutes later, Emily gave birth to 7-pound, 2-ounce baby Jacob. In Indianapolis, Jenny Anchondo, Fox 59 News.
All right, and both women had been planning to use the same doctor. Emily's delivery was just far enough after Rosie's so that the doctor was able to make it across the hall for both births.